Hi there, and welcome to Old Testament Survey. I am your instructor for this course. My name is Anna Segas, Dr. Anna Segas. I'm excited about going through this course with you and getting you familiar with the Old Testament, maybe for the first time. Maybe you're very familiar with the Old Testament already. It doesn't matter to me. But I wanted to show you a couple of things that I have set up for you here on Blackboard so that you can familiarize yourself with the course and start to understand what we're going to do. So I'm going to share my screen with you. And that way you'll be able to see what I'm looking at. All right, so I've gone little. This is our Blackboard course right here. And one of the first things that I want to draw your attention to is this Gardner-Webb enrollment verification activity. You have to do that so that they don't drop you out of the class. Please do that. The next thing that you'll notice right here is our syllabus. I would advise you to become very familiar with this syllabus. Here I'm opening it up for you so that you can see what all I have planned for you this semester. First things, you can see all of my information. If you're an on-campus student, you can come and find me in my office. If you're an off-campus student, you can reach me on my phone or by email. Preferred email is the way to contact me. A couple of things that we're going to do this semester, which will be exciting, is we are going to study the Old Testament characters. You're going to become familiar with the people and the places of the Old Testament. And we're also going to look at historical and cultural background. So you'll start to kind of understand the world of the Old Testament a little bit better. The other thing that you're going to do is you're going to learn how to study the Old Testament like an area of study. So this is going to be a little bit different from maybe what you're used to in a Sunday school class or something like that, because we're going to really dig in deep and see what the Old Testament has to offer us when we really peel back the layers and try to get underneath the surface a little bit. Hopefully you'll have good critical thinking skills. And another thing that you will walk away from this class with is an understanding of the resources that you need and the ways in which you can unpack biblical stories and poetry. And so I'm going to teach you how to study a passage of the Bible in depth. That's going to be part of what we do. For this class, you're going to need 2 textbooks. I have them here. The first one is the New Oxford Annotated Bible. That's this one listed right here. And then the second one that you will need, and you do need to get this, either the 4th or the 5th edition, because you will use this in your studies. So do get this book. The next one that you're going to need is Barry Bandstra, and this is called Reading the Old Testament: An Introduction to the Hebrew Bible. Both of these are available online and through our bookstore or however you want to get them. Other things that you will be responsible for. For each section, we have 2 weeks for every section. There are 8 sections that we'll complete. For each section, you will be required to complete readings, and then you will take a quiz on that reading. And that quiz is located online. They're 5-question quizzes. You've got this. Another thing that we're going to do in this course is take a couple of exams. So we'll have 2 course exams and then a final exam. So 3 exams in all. The other thing that you're going to do is complete an analysis paper. You will complete the analysis paper near the end of the semester, and you'll do it in 3 parts. The first thing you'll submit is the world behind the text part, then the world of the text, and then the world in front of the text. And so it won't be one big paper, but you'll submit it in 3 smaller parts. And then also you are required to participate in this class. And to that end, I have several discussion boards set up for you that are just a ton of fun and help us get to know one another better and process the biblical material. Let's see here. Here's a grading scale breakdown. The reading quizzes that you take are worth 15%, so try to do well on those. You can use notes, you can use your books, but they're 10 minutes, so they're timed, so you've got to get through them quickly. I think they're 10 minutes. I'm pretty sure that's right. Participation is worth 15%, so do those discussion boards. Your journals are worth 10%, and I'll walk you through that in just a second. Then your exams, all 3 of them are worth 15%, and then finally, that 3-part analysis paper is going to be worth 15%. So all of those together will come together to form your grade. And then I want you to be really cognizant of my grading scale. I'll even zoom in on it for you. A cutoff for an A is a 93. So keep that in mind. I don't want you to be caught off guard when you have a 90 at the end of the semester and I post a B for your grade, because that is in accordance with my grading scale. So if you want an A, work hard to get above a 93. Cutoff for a B is an 85, C is a 70, and D is a 60. Hopefully nobody will need to fall into this F category. One more thing I'm sorry I forgot to mention while we were up here at the analysis paper. You must complete and pass your analysis paper to pass the class. Keep that kind of in the back of your mind so that you you could have a C in the class and then fail the analysis paper and fail the class. It's just the way our department does things, and so please, please, please keep that in your mind, complete the analysis paper, and do it right so that you can pass it. But I'll walk you through more of the analysis paper in a little while. Late assignments for journals, you can turn in journals late. You have a due date for each journal at the end of each section. Each day that your journal is late, I will subtract 1 point out of 10, but I'll stop subtracting at 5. So you always have an incentive to do your journals. So do those, please, because you can always get up to half credit. I don't want you to plagiarize. That means taking somebody else's work and making it seem like it's your own. If you have special needs, I'm happy to accommodate you. The syllabus might change, and you can get an incomplete in the course, but I wouldn't recommend it. So those are all of our policies, and that is kind of what you have to look forward to in this class. Please email me with any questions that you might have. There is one more video after this that I want you to watch to kind of acquaint yourself with how this course works. But it's really good to meet you, and I look forward to doing this semester with you.